One thing that I really didn't do a great job of all the time in my career is just communicating what your goals are, what your own personal goals. And maybe if you're a treasury analyst, just making it known, if you want to move up to manager or director, making that known to your supervisor or supervisors, making that known. There's nothing bad that's going to happen from that. If you want to learn more, if you want to grow more and develop, and if you're working on cash management, you're on a larger team and you're really interested in learning FX and risk management, just make it known and be willing to take on more anytime things come your way, instead of seeing it as just more work. I'd say take it on, be aggressive to a point and where you want to get to. I think I a lot of times focused on, well, I'm doing a good job, I'm working hard, and why haven't they asked me to do this, or why didn't they ask me to manage this project? And I think, in some cases it was just a matter of, oh, we didn't know you wanted to do that. And so I think that goes a long way. Think about the first 100 days. It's getting familiar, for one, it's just getting familiar with how are things operating. And some, as you do that, or at least as I do that, hopefully a lot of times I see things like we could improve. And in those situations, sometimes you identify something that it would take a large project. It would be a big initiative. So I look for the easy wins. Yeah, I look for anything that we can improve easily and just pick up some momentum and some credibility of like finding that low hanging fruit, if you want to call it that. Or for me, I just call it easy wins. I look for that to try to build that momentum so that when we approach, when we approach with the larger project or the larger initiative, that there's some confidence that we, hopefully move to the top of the list and getting the resources we need. I see change as deliberate change is a great thing, because the goal is you're trying to improve something. You're trying to gain some benefit or some value with change. And I do get frustrated with the people who just resist it. And, I've gotten better, I think, hopefully over the years at, how to interact with the people who are just kind of trying to stonewall those efforts. But to me, change is good. And, I haven't been afraid to move, but also haven't been afraid to just reach out and touch some things that, like I said, maybe aren't treasury related, whether that might be in supply chain. It might be just looking at the data. We talk about, I think we'll talk about, automation and how we try to reduce the amount of time that we spend doing all the things that have to get done. But for me, I need time to just think. I need time, I try to create time for myself to think and look at data and look at information and try to figure out how something could be better. What can we do to make this better? And maybe that's not in an area that I'm directly responsible for, but can I offer some analysis or some insight to those teams to help them realize or help them make a change for the better?